Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the WHIP Student Radio's broadcast of Division One men's soccer. I'm Patty Heckard alongside Jake Holtzauer here on color, and today we got a matchup. We got an AAC conference matchup tonight.
Absolutely.
We have the home Temple Owls against the visiting Memphis Tigers. Now, this Memphis Tigers team is no joke. Currently first in the AAC, 3-0 in conference, and an overall record of 6-4-1.
Scary.
I
Very
mean,
scary.
we're seeing, and also we'll have some flashes from the past in this game as well. Leighton Imperato, former Temple Owl, is now the lead contributor.
Possibly as
A
well.
lot of family too, alumni night, Ted Lasso night. But Jake,
Yep.
what do you see in this Memphis team, and what do you see for the game ahead of us?
I mean, we're going to play a good game here today, I hope. I mean, this is our first broadcast in about a month, I would
I
say.
know, long
I mean,
time.
very long road trip and some unfortunate time schedules for everybody involved, including Danny as well, which Danny has been on the broadcast. Me and him have actually yet to get on a broadcast together, so I'm excited for that in the future. But it's going to be a very good game. A lot of goals I'm expecting because Memphis, very good offensive team, and Temple, their goalkeepers are really good.
No, I mean
That's about it.
you do make a fair point. I mean Temple, 0.55 goals per game. They give they on their own end 0.55 goals per game, but on the defensive end they're allowing 14.8 shots per game, allowing a goal and a half a game. And then on the Memphis side of things, these kind of numbers inverse. Memphis averaging 1.4, about 1.5 goals a game, and 14 shots a game on the offensive side, but still a little bit of defense concern there, letting up a goal, 1.27 goals per game, and letting up just about 10 shots. So it'll be an interesting one nonetheless. We've had some similar matchups. Funny enough, these two teams faced off against ranked Charlotte in the past few weeks. Temple, unfortunately, coming away from their game with a 1-0 loss. But on the inverse of things, Memphis coming against Charlotte ranked as a 9 and beating them 1-0 last week. So Memphis has been tried and tested in the AAC so far, and they've shown to be quite the team. And as they've already getting started on the attack here, Memphis coming down the right side, looking for a ball in the box, and deflected out for a corner.
Surprised an onside wasn't called there. The defense stayed back on that one. But honestly, I think the strategy for Temple in this game is to try to score quickly. Because if you get that lead and then you just let your defense cook with your two fantastic goalkeepers, which starting in the goal and the net today is Andrew Kemp. I mean, he's one of the best goalkeepers in all of the AAC. So if you just let him have a lead, which he hasn't had much at all this year, I think Temple has a really good shot of trying to sneak one out, which is what they're going to have to do.
Here comes the throw-in, headed out quickly, and it looks like it'll be a corner for Memphis. Pardon me, that was a throw-in, but now here's a corner for the Tigers.
And I mean, emphasis on the sneak-in. I think Temple doesn't win this game at all in a big majority. I just think they need to get one goal ahead and then keep that lead, and hopefully Memphis doesn't score, which is hard to do against this team.
Here comes the boss, long lifted ball, header towards the goalie.
Great
Kemp.
save.
Great save there by Kemp.
Exactly what I was saying, too.
Yeah.
Kemp needs to cook, and he's been cooking all season long, but unfortunately his team has just not helped him.
And only adding to your point, I mean, this defense has gotten better for Temple. Last season, averaging about 2.5 goals per game, and this season bringing that number down to about 1.5.
Yeah.
So, like you said, a good start and a comfortable lead for this Temple team would be a fantastic start, but an issue for this Temple team recently has been scoring. Since August 29th in their game against Monmouth, and every game since then, they've only scored 2 goals. Only against FAU, Edgar Bazan against FAU, and Lucas Egarter against Akron.
Yeah. And what's
last
crazy,
2 goals.
What's crazy about that, too, is that when we were reading the stats with shots put up and shots against, they're nearly doubling the shots against, which means that the shots that they put up, imagine that's 2 more for the other team, almost guaranteed at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the offensive and defensive contribution from Temple, I mean, it's very apparent the difference between the two.
Yeah. The thing is, Temple's constantly on defense. So I would say that number's a little bit inflated, but also we're so deep into the season now that it's like those stats don't change that much anymore.
Too big of an average.
Exactly. So, I mean, if you're only putting up 7 shots a game and giving up 14, that is a big difference for, especially it puts, I mean, good thing Temple has a two-man rotation in goal, because if they didn't, their goalkeeper would be run into the ground.
You make a fair point. We definitely use Temple, pardon me. Temple definitely uses as much as their goalkeepers as they can, and this goalie rotation seems to be really working out for them. A throw in here for Memphis, just about in the final third of Temple's box. Here comes the throw in, and
Whistle from,
looks like a foul call and advantage given to Temple. It'll be a
yeah.
goal kick.
And honestly, I mean, Temple, when we were here broadcasting together, mostly the whistles weren't coming for their side. They need to get lucky, and they need to get some for their side to win this one, I think. You never want to rely on foul calls. You never want to rely on penalties.
That is true. That is
But,
true.
I mean, you need a little bit of luck when you win in any league. And I think they need a little bit of luck going into this one.
And I mean, Temple's needed a bit of luck scoring recently. I mean, those two goals I mentioned, one of them was from Penn, but here's an attack build up from Temple here, making their way to the box, trying to find a man, but a block there by the Memphis defenseman, and a Temple corner here early on in the first.
But honestly, I like the urgency from Temple, it seems. It looks like they know that they have to score early in order to get a lead and also to try to keep that lead. And they're scoring really quick. I mean, recently when we watched Temple, it was like more methodical, like try to set up shots, mainly for Xavier Rimpel.
Mm-hmm.
But now it looks like they're just trying to rain shots out.
I mean, any shot is a good shot at this point for Temple. I mean, like I said, scoreless in their only 2 goals in their last 9. You got to find any way you could score at that point.
Absolutely, and if they need to get lucky with a couple of like tip-ins, header that maybe just rolls in, I mean, they need something. And I mean, their last like handful of games, nothing has gone their way. So hopefully they get a little bit to go their way this
Here
game.
comes the cross from Temple, long, high, lofted box, and it's gonna reach the end, not find a Temple player, and Memphis will find an easy out to that corner. Now making the way down the sideline. Number 28 for Memphis. Andrews Broders makes the approach.
And cut off.
Good tackle there by number 4 on Temple to end the Memphis attack, Diego Diaz.
Yeah,
and here comes the counter here on Temple. Actually changed that. They are going to stop that and start building to the back.
Now, here's the thing what Temple does a lot. They like to try to build up from the back and try to, again, use those methodical plays. But just like what happened here, they just kick it out of bounds, and now it's going to be Memphis' ball. Which sucks for them.
Just about 5 minutes into the first half here. Not much action so far. We've seen the ball in both boxes, but no solid attempts aside from the header from Memphis. Great save by Andrew Kempe. But
yeah, I mean,
throw-in is knocked out by Memphis, and they'll move a few feet forward on the throw-in.
And good save by Kempe. I mean, we're going to be saying that a lot if Memphis is going to keep raining shots, because Kempe does not let many go through. And when it does go through, it's usually the defense's fault that they even got in at the first place.
Ball into the box, but just a little bit too much on it, and it'll be a Temple goal kick.
I honestly expected a goal by now from Memphis, if I'm being completely honest, because Memphis' offense is just so good.
Those are some very low expectations from this Temple team.
Say the record. I mean, Temple is just not that good this season.
Memphis is 6-4-1 on the year with a 3-0 record in conference play. They're actually better away than they are home. 3 wins, losses, and 1 draw at home, and 3-1 away. So a bitter record. Had an unfortunate start to the season. Started off losing 4 of their first 5 against Lipscomb, Evansville, getting a win against Northern Illinois, but then losing against Central Arkansas and Mercer afterwards. So this team is hot. They've won their last 4 games.
Yeah.
They haven't lost in their last 5, with 4 wins and a draw. But this Memphis team is going to be a challenge for Temple as Temple tries to push forward. Memphis making the quick move out, and it'll be a Temple throw-in.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, Memphis is definitely the biggest opponent that Temple has faced this year. And, I mean, they snuck one out against Villanova very early on, and everybody thought when they started out 1-1 that this was going to be a good season for Temple, that they could be potentially competing for something. But unfortunately, ever since
the ball in the box, and it's a save by Memphis goalie Philip Sabati.
Yeah, good save there. Unfortunately, ever since they started out 1-1, it's pretty much been downhill from there. And that is unfortunate. I mean, it happens, but it depends on how you bounce back, and it just hasn't seemed like the Owls bounced back whatsoever this season.
Well, it has been an improvement from last year. Right now, the team is 2-6-3. Last season, the team started off 0-5-3 before
Wow.
winning their first game. So definitely some improvement there, as slight as it may be.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't happen like as long as we don't turn it into Temple's football team here, because Temple's football team has just gone backwards. I feel like ever since their coach has joined. So now, I mean, I feel like the Temple's basketball team go up as of recently with their new coaching hire. So
Temple
hopefully that happens with the Owls soccer
building
team
from
as
the
well.
back. The Owls looking for a lane down the left side. Number 23, Paolo Campula, looking for the cross in.
Calling for the offsides
Deflected,
there.
and looks like we're going to get a corner here.
Interesting. Even though the ball's actually all the way up here in midfield. But yeah, I mean, Temple has just not been very, very good this season.
Here comes Temple in the corner. Just in the box, then headed out by the Memphis defender. And they're going to look to get on the attack here. Just a
Wow.
2v1 situation here.
Molly
Memphis
Green
with the
by
ball.
himself.
Just getting the edge of the 18 shot. And just a few feet wide. Temple getting lucky, but looks like it's going to just be a goal kick. They're going to look for, seems like Memphis was looking for a call. They're talking to the ref about something, but another big chance for Memphis here, getting on the breakaway, but unable to secure a good shot on target.
Yeah, and that's what sucked about Temple as of recent. Their counterattacks on defense have just not been good. I mean, I feel like the game plan from coach is to bring everybody up when they're on the attack and then just leave a counterattack open for the other team regardless of the situation.
Well, when you're a team that's struggling to score, you'd
Yeah.
rather have more people on the attack.
But I mean, at that point, it's like give some other guys a chance to try to make something happen. Get some guys off the bench that don't see the field as often.
Kempe with a kick. Well, back and forth, and that's going to be out. A Temple throw in just about midfield.
Yeah, and I think a big guy that needs to step up for this team. I mean, he's basically the leader on this team. He's been in here for very, very long. I mean, Kamali Green, defense. I mean, I know the offense is the problem, but like some guys have to start stepping up. And if Kamali Green can start defending at what level Temple thinks he can defend, then he really needs to step up.
Temple trying to build out of here. He's getting really suffocated by this Memphis midfield. We got a call.
Yeah.
Temple free kick. A foul there by number 6,
Yeah.
Georgios Kondilis.
And Paulo Campula was raising his hand, trying to ask for the to try to get the ref's attention that there was something wrong with that play.
They're going to play it short, going straight to Edgar Bazan.
Terrible pass.
Oh, that's a little overshot
Wow.
there by Kamali Green there. But Temple able to recover and play the
Yeah.
ball forward.
I mean, Edgar Bazan tried to pass it back to his defense, and it just
Temple
overthrew
getting
it.
that.
Whoa!
Oh, and he got a foul call there.
Temple player did a flip.
Yeah, trying to win the ball on the other side there is the Temple forward, but offensive foul seems to be the call, and now Memphis has got a goal kick in the box.
As long as he's okay. I mean, he literally had airtime, so that's good that he's okay. And the replay on
Seems
the
to have
board
missed it.
here, it looked like he did a backflip. So, which is crazy that happens in soccer. I mean, how much force can
Number
you be running with?
29, Harrison Dandridge on the foul.
Yeah, I mean, he's airborne at that point, which is crazy. Because that means both runners had to be going in with a lot of force.
Seems like we got a little pause here.
Yeah,
The
stop
referee
it
is
on the
talking to Coach Green on the sideline. Not sure what the stoppage is for.
Not sure, but let's go Temple chant out.
Yeah, I'd love to hear the young support coming to games.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's an entire youth soccer team here.
That is true, and seems to be a long conversation between referee and Coach Green. I'm not sure what the. Doesn't look like we have any players injured.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're arguing about here, or if it's an argument at all. I think ref is just trying to clear something out. Maybe Coach Green had a problem with
And there's the whistle when
Yeah.
we're back in action.
Maybe he was trying to argue that it was a penalty. I mean,
I think
he
it would
went
be.
his
I'll tell you what, that was very calm
yeah. I
for
mean,
the penalty
the
argument.
thing is, his player went airborne. So at that point, you just got to ask like, what happened?
It happens. Memphis losing the ball at about midfield, and Temple pushing forward now.
I'm surprised how often. Oh my God! And they just let it go again.
And ball out. Looks like Alex Champagne on the other side of the field lost possession. Now Memphis with the throw in at just about midfield.
Yeah, that's just annoying to watch. I mean, Temple had a attack that was seeming to form, but then just lost the handle and just it goes out of bounds once more. That's the second time it's happened already early in this game.
So far, it seems to be a lot of chaos in the midfield. Not either team struggling really to get past, get into the final third and set up some kind of play here. But
before Temple lost that handle, I was gonna say like Temple. I'm surprised they have had as much control so far in this game because usually Memphis, I feel like dominates with control.
Gets it in the box, but no one there
Good
to
clear.
get it, and a good clearance there by Kamali Green.
Yeah, and that's the guy that needs to step up. So good thing he did.
Another ball out wide by Memphis, headed to the corner, looking to build something here, getting across in the box. Settled touch,
Good
shot,
handle. Wow.
nothing. Kamali Green able to clear it out.
Yeah,
but
I mean
Memphis
that's a great touch right there. But
again with the
Kamali
ball
Green.
and Temple throw-in just in their final third. Great way to get that ball out of there. I mean, a good touch and stop there by Memphis. Thought he'd get the shot off, but Kamali Green interfering and clearing the ball out of the box.
Yeah, I wonder if Kamali heard me when I was talking trash on him because
he's been doing great since you called him out for that pass.
Yeah, maybe I can just go talk to him real quick and be like, "Yo, you're welcome."
Well, it's funny. You did say that you expected a lot more. You expected something out of as a leader in this team, and then went after him for that pass immediately after.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't his pass. It was Bazan's pass. He had the pass to Bazan, who then passed it across the field.
Memphis trying to build something here outside the box. Ball bouncing around, looking to get a shot off. Unable to make contact there is Memphis. Looks like number 9, Lucho Galisi.
Yeah, we saw that a lot from a lot of the Phillies players this past weekend.
I'm sorry, Jake. We're at a soccer game. I don't know why we're talking about baseball right now.
Because they whiff, just like that shot.
Back to the action. Kempe looking for a player, trying to get his men forward, looking to boot the ball.
Past midfield already.
Just about past midfield. Dandridge trying to get ahead on it. Temple unable to get those passes strung together. Memphis trying to find a clear spot, passing back to the goalie, and now back to midfield.
Oh, very good header from Temple player there.
Now back to the Memphis defense. Booting the ball forward, trying to find something down the left line. They do have a guy open, but a clearance there by the Temple defender. Looks like Diego Diaz on the clearance.
Yeah,
and we got a free kick call right here.
Yeah, that was a back and forth couple of plays right there. I mean, we were going back and forth. Kemp, the goalkeeper for Temple, passed it over to the other side of midfield, and then their goalkeeper immediately passed it back. So that was rough on the eyes right there.
Definitely a lot of back and forth in this game.
Surprising, might I add. I'm not sure why or how Temple's getting so much possession, but it's good that they are.
Hey, if both these teams competed well with a ranked Charlotte team, I can imagine Temple can hold their own.
Absolutely.
And another foul call.
Wow.
We got some holding onto a defender there by Memphis, and they'll have their cross taken away and a goal kick awarded to Temple.
Yeah, sometimes refs just let the players play, but unfortunately in this one so far, ref has been a stickler to the rules. And that's no fun for the fans, but I mean for them, it's true to the game.
Deep boot there by Kempe, looking for a Temple player and cleared out by Memphis.
Coach Green ended up with the ball on that one. I mean, wow, that Memphis player really got up there. That was like a 6-foot jump.
Definitely seems to be a little bit of a height advantage for Memphis.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And a push there by the Temple attacker, and it'll be another Memphis free kick.
I mean, yeah, honestly, it looks like refs have it out for both teams at the moment. It looks like they're not picking favorites so far, which you never hope that happens, but, like, rough for both sides right now.
It's been sloppy on the defensive and technical side of things.
Yeah.
So lots of fouls, lots of dispossessions.
Yeah, a lot of, I want to say argument, but there's just stuff brewing between both teams and their thoughts of the refs.
Back and forth, a lot of pinball here in the midfield.
I'm not sure what a player on the Memphis is calling for. He's raising his hand twice. Not sure what he's calling for there.
I think he said, that's my bad, but a flick header on, but cleared out again
Temple
by
player
Diego Diaz. Getting it out, number 20 here on the ball, trying to build the ball up this left wing. Nathan Brown unable to get anything going, but
Yeah, and now we're just running backwards. I'm not sure what
no
Temple's
foul
doing
call
now.
there on Memphis, and they're going to push forward here on the attack.
Seemed like all ball from right in front of our eyes.
Memphis on the left wing, playing the ball to the box, back to the left wing, looking for a player in the box, and cleared out by the Temple defense. It'll be another corner for Memphis.
Yeah, it seems like both sides aren't afraid to try to get refs' attention and call a potential foul. And I mean, it's worked for both sides so far. So I'm sure that they're at this point just trying to make friends with the refs and trust them.
Memphis lining up for the corner here, gonna go for an outswing.
This is like their fourth
Lifts
corner of the game.
little too low,
That
and
was terrible.
Temple clears it out, but another corner for Memphis.
Wow. I mean, so many corners from Memphis raining out. But I mean, that corner was just not good.
This will be their third of the game right here.
Corners, you really want to try to get air on it.
Yeah, and that line drive one didn't work out too well.
Yeah, that's the same guy, I think, too, doing it. And that was a
And
better
here we
one.
go, lofted ball to the cross. Deflection, nothing
Straight
there.
up.
A straight up clearance by Temple. That
Wow.
one's high.
Ooh,
Memphis looking for the rebound in, unable to get it. Another flick ball
what
in
a
the box.
pass!
Unable to get the shot off, and a
Offside?
foul call here. I think
Whoa,
we got
interesting.
offside call, and we have a Memphis player down on the ground as well.
I mean, what a pass from that Memphis player into the box. He, like, pretty much kicked it up behind him, and it fell perfectly in front of the striker.
Yeah, a little half volley off the chest, flicked into the box. Unfortunately, Memphis attacker was a little bit offsides, and also unfortunately they got a player down on the field, a little slow to get up.
Yeah, hate to see that. He got up off his feet, so let's give him a round of applause
Round of
there.
applause to the Memphis player.
Yeah, he's gingerly walking off, but he seems to be okay, so that's a good.
He's going to stay in the game, and it looks like we're not going to get a Memphis sub to take him out as well.
No, but Memphis' side is actually getting ready, so look for a sub fairly soon here in this game.
Long ball, fended off by Memphis. Another header out.
A lot of headers so far in this game. It's definitely a flash
Another
play.
foul call there
Wow.
by the referee.
Yeah, I mean the ref controlling midfield right now is having a field day out there.
Number 6 of the game so far, just about 20 minutes in.
Yeah, and I mean 4 against Memphis.
Oh, Memphis playing it quick, trying to losing it immediately. This is hard to compensate on. Memphis winning it back,
It's kind of annoying me.
bringing it down the left side, looking for
What
a
a
shot.
shot!
A little bit too much, high and over, and another Temple goal kick.
Yep.
A lot of, I'd say I'd compare this. I'd say that this game has been a little bit of organized chaos.
Yeah, I would definitely say so because I mean, what's the organized part? The refs. They've been stopping it. They've been starting it. But then the chaos is when they have the ball.
The entire game has been the organized part.
Yeah, but make sure to look out at Temple's side now. They have just began to stretch, so I guess both sides getting ready to make substitutions fairly soon.
yeah, same with this Memphis team. Already getting the subs started out.
Yeah,
Can't be playing a ball out. Unable to get a good foot on it is number 20, Nathan Brown. And Memphis wins the ball back and already looking to push on the attack.
they
Going
got a
down
guy
that
open.
left-hand side. Looking for a cross here.
One-on-one opportunity.
Makes a move, gets a cross in the box. No one's there. Kamali Green with the clearance.
I mean, but who else? Kamali Green. I mean, he's been stepping up, like I just said earlier in this one, where he deserves. I mean, he needs to step up, and he has been.
Gabriel Christensen unable to get a good touch. Temple winning the ball back and pushing past midfield. 27. Bizarre on the ball. Back to Green and back to the defense, but a clearance forward here. Just a high ball. Nathan Brown unable to get a touch on it, but
Yeah, and I mean, Patty,
Temple throwing.
you said it earlier. It looks like Memphis has had a size advantage and a height advantage, and honestly, I think it's been played out very well against. Oh, time stoppage here.
Time stoppage.
Interesting.
The ref gonna.
Yeah, not sure what this is about, but yeah, Memphis' side. I mean, with the height, I feel like they've won every single 50-50 header so far in this game. As now
Yeah.
Green, it looks like he's getting a little angry.
Yeah, we got another conversation between the ref and Coach Green.
Wow.
Again, not sure what this is about. Yellow card shown to Coach Green.
To the coach. What happens when it's a red?
He's gone.
Oh
Same
my
thing.
goodness.
Coach Green he's still upset. Coach giving him a warning.
Wow.
Walking back, but Coach Green clearly seems to be unhappy about something.
And what I don't understand is, I mean, of course the ref can hear if Coach Green is chirping or not, but like we're on our side of the field over here. What is Green saying that it's that bad on the other side of the field?
Clearly, there's something that we're missing, and clearly the ref is also missing. That Coach Green wants to bring to
I
attention.
mean,
But
the thing is, like, the ref called for a time stoppage there, so that means there's a problem somewhere. That's the second time Green has had an individual conversation with the ref, and now it has resulted in a yellow card.
ball out for Temple. Once again, it's been a struggle trying to get this ball out of the defensive
Another
third and
win
past the midfield. Nathan Brown trying to get past the Memphis defender, but playing so well on the ball physically and shoves him away.
Yeah, I mean,
Memphis.
once again, another header that was won by Memphis.
Again, trying to build out.
Physical.
Some physical battles here. Another foul call, number 8.
Oh, he
on
just
Temple.
did, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Was
he
that
just,
a little too small there
Yeah.
on number 8?
on your head kind of thing. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it looks like,
Getting physical.
funny enough, Leighton Imparato.
Yeah. Oh,
Former-
wow.
Former Temple player there.
You know what?
So
Potentially he did it to a former teammate, and they might be friends, but there was a little animosity there.
I'll tell you what, I think that was a very calm reaction from
It-
that. I think that was a little
well,
joke.
They squared up a little bit.
Memphis, another long ball in the box, trying to find something.
Is that Parado on the ground
Another-
again?
Another foul call on Temple there.
Man.
Trying to receive the ball down, and a little knock from the Temple defender, and ref has to call it. Now we got a free kick just outside the 18-yard
And
line.
ever since that yellow card to Coach Green, it has been very, very physical from both sides.
It seems like not only is Coach Green heated, but this Temple team is heated as well.
Wow. I
Now
mean,
the-
I wonder what's happening with the ref and Memphis's coach.
Nothing, it seems to be.
It's so far, but I'm sure if both sides are getting angry, that coach over there might start getting angry as well.
Now the question is, ball's just outside the 18-yard box.
Take the shot.
Do they take the shot or do they go for the cross? And they will go for the cross. Ball in,
Good play, Kempe.
hit out by Kempe. It seemed like it was going to be out of anyone's reach, but Kempe going with the safe move and hitting the ball out.
Yeah, the
But,
risky,
Memphis corner.
risky move because he left the net, but also safe because he knew that he could get his mitt to it. So that's honestly a great play from Kempe, and I mean, we've been saying that all season long.
Short corner here for Memphis, trying to play the ball up. Here's the cross, headed out by the Temple defender. Looks like it's going to be another Memphis corner.
Memphis just living in those corners right now. That's rough to watch.
It's been a struggle to get the ball in the box for both of these teams. So these corners, use them as much as you
I
can.
would say the past 10 minutes it's been tough for Temple to get even over to the other side of midfield.
It has. I mean, these long balls that they're trying to build something
It's
out of.
Weird that every single time Temple seems to have an attack, either a whistle is blown or
Here
they
comes
just
the corner.
ruin it.
It's a good cross, headed out
Great
by
defense.
Temple though. Ball back into the box by Memphis.
Wow.
Another clearance
Good
by
volley.
Temple. Able to get it back to the half circle. Long ball into the box. Memphis trying to get something out of here. And they're going to let it go out for a corner.
Wow, I can't believe that went to Memphis's
I didn't-
side.
I did not realize another Temple foot got on that.
It looked like Temple was kind of like trying to push Memphis to kick it out, and I thought that's what happened. So I'm confused that this
Looks
is a
like it,
corner
but
now.
here's another corner for Memphis.
And
And that's on
there's-
the opposite side.
yeah, they're
Another
setting up
short
another short one.
corner. Looking for the cross in the box.
Trying to do razzle dazzle. That's a bad
A
cross.
little bit high, but a Memphis player on it. Looking for the shot.
Wow.
Deflected. Another shot. Great save by
Clear
Andrew
it.
Kempe.
Yep,
and
and there it
another
is, yeah.
clearance there by Kamali Green.
What is happening?
Memphis not giving up, though. Another header back towards the box. But here comes Temple on the counterattack. 27 with a long ball here. Nathan Brown running down the left line and kicked out by Memphis. But a Temple corner is on the way. And
Possible
great
corner.
counterattack there by Temple. Finally showing some life on the offense. And now they have a corner here to potentially put one in.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure if it's a corner or not. It hasn't been really signaled yet because the Memphis player did a really, really good job hustling to try to make it a throw-in instead. So we'll see if they do call the corner or not.
It's
It looks like
27. Looks like it's going to be a corner. 27. Edgar Bazan kind of left the ball. He thought it was going to be
Absolutely.
a definite going out, but
yeah.
Memphis defender making an effort to save the ball.
And now Temple potentially setting up a short corner.
Here we go. It looks like Alex Champagne on the corner. Ball into the box a little bit too high,
that was
and
bad.
Memphis is going to get on the end of it and push forward from the other side of the field.
Wow, I mean that was Temple's
Oh,
third
a
corner.
fall there.
Whoa!
Memphis defender slips and Temple's back on the ball here. But another lost ball by Temple, winning the ball back already. Memphis now back on the ball. Defense gets the clearance out. Deflection there by Temple. Alex Champagne winning the ball back, trying to find a guy to pass to and
Reset.
calm down, reset this.
You could take a breath, Patty.
I know it's hard. I'm trying to figure out how to describe that Temple just won the ball and then they lose it a second later.
It's hard. I mean, every single time Temple wins, they give it up immediately, just like they did right there.
Bad pass there by Egarter, and Memphis now pushing forward past midfield, moving it down the right side, also pulling back and resetting.
Yeah, great job from Temple's defenders to get back there and challenge that ball.
Little cross here to the box.
Temple finally won a header, by the way. That was their first
That was a
one
great
header.
header by Kamali Green. And
Yeah.
another ball hit forward. No Temple player there, but the Memphis defender is there.
I mean, this is so far very hard to keep track of what's happening.
It is very hard. I'll tell you what, for a game that I would say Temple came in heavy underdogs. I'm happy with I'd be happy with the way they're playing.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely would like to see a
and
few
the thing
more
is,
offensive
you would
chances.
expect Memphis to mostly be on Temple's side of the field, which they are, but Temple's doing a really great job defensively and still putting up a couple shots. I mean, okay, they have no shots on the game.
Alex Champagne brought down the midfield. Temple and Memphis now pushing on the attack. Looking for a ball down the left lane. Number 7, Gabriel Christensen, looking for a player in the box. Going to play it towards the middle. Just about the 30-yard line, and slowly playing it down the left side now.
Calling for the ball on the far side of the field in the corner, and now he finally has
Memphis looking for a cross into the box. Unable to get it to a player. Great clearance there by Temple, and another chance here by Memphis on the edge of the box. Playing it towards the middle, about 20 yards out. Shot, another block there by Kamali Green. Memphis still with the ball, looking for another cross into the box. Temple smothering the attacker, trying to push the ball back to the defense, and Memphis goes to reset.
That much of a reset because they're instantly in the corner once again.
Big cross there to Christian Gabriel Christensen got that backwards. Oh, great ball in the box, but a stop there by Temple, unable to clear the ball out. Rough tackle there. They're looking for a penalty, and they're going to get one.
Oh, my goodness. And now there is a player down, but he's getting straight back up. And there's a time stoppage now. The ref just called for a time stoppage.
There's a penalty.
Yeah.
Penalty shot. Temple unable to clear the ball. It looks like Paolo Campula on the slide tackle there. Try to get the ball.
Take a look.
They're trying to pull out some VAR in the field here. I don't know if they have that.
I don't think Temple has that.
I don't think we have the facilities for that, but unlucky tackle there by
It looks like we're setting up this kick. We still have a man down on the field. Bring the medical out. They're calling for the medical. Bring him out.
Yeah, not looking good for Memphis here. The player down. I'm not sure. I can't tell.
Unfortunately, what sucks about this player being down right now, which you never wish for a player to be down, he got up instantly and then collapsed under his own weight, and he can't get up.
Oh.
He can't get up, and we don't have a medical coming out.
Yeah, where's the medical team?
Where is the medical team right now? Okay, and now he's limping off the field, and the medical team is nowhere to be seen. What is happening here?
This is going to be a decent time stoppage, to say the least. We're gonna
and honestly, I think somebody needs to get inspected. He still can't get off the field. He's on the field right now and can't move.
Looks like he's trying to stay. By the looks of it, I think he might have waved off the medical team.
He potentially could, but I mean, he should be subbed out right now. I mean, he can't walk.
Well, looks like he's going to stay for the rebound.
Wow.
Here's Memphis lining up for the penalty. Andrew Kempy's a good goalie, but
what can he do
here? Can save it. What a save there by Andrew Kempy. Full extension, saving it just next to the post. And Temple keeps this game a 0-0 game.
I mean, Patty, that was the best save I've ever seen in person.
That was fantastic. Pushing it out for the corner. I mean, they still got a little bit more defending to do here. Here's the cross. And another clearance there by Temple. Ball back into the box. And another clearance by Kamali Green. What a save there by Andrew Kempy.
That was the biggest pop I've ever heard at this field. The alumni have been amazing so far. A lot of them have popped out. Last year, the alumni game was not as big as this. And honestly, usually there's
Memphis,
a Temple side and a away side.
Playing it to Christensen. Working his way into the box here. A little move here, looking for a man in the box, unable to find anything, and it's out for what looks to be, what's the ruling here? We're going to say corner.
Whoa! Did Kempy put his hand on that?
The ball went out to the side netting. I couldn't get a good angle here,
but player down. That looks like Kamali Green.
Looks like Kamali Green's down too.
Wow. I mean, before we had that insane shot, I was saying usually here at Temple's soccer field, there's usually a home side and away side, and it's pretty apparent which side is which. I can't tell which side is home and which side is away this game.
By pretty apparent, you mean there's more away fans here.
Not today.
Well, yeah, not today, but normally.
It's fun when there's not more away fans.
Here's Memphis going with the corner, long lofted ball on the cross.
Great play by
Saved
Kemp.
there by Kemp, and he's looking to get on the counter immediately. Long ball, trying to find Nathan Brown, but it goes straight to the Memphis defense.
Yep.
And another clearance.
Wow.
Trying to get it back
There's
to
Kamali Green. He's back.
Kamali Green. He's done a great job clearing the ball. He's been a sweeper out of this Temple box this
and
first half.
he was down. We had a quick time stoppage, but he got straight back up, so good for him.
Now Temple resetting, trying to work the ball out of the box.
This is the loudest I've ever heard this field.
Here's Kamali Green. A lot of excitement here. I mean, I guess alumni and Ted Lasso night seems to bring out the people here in North Philadelphia.
Who do you think brought more?
Probably the alumni game, if I'm being
Not
real.
Ted Lasso?
But here's Temple pushing forward. Alex Champagne on the wing, looking for a player in the box, but it's cleared out, and looks like it'll be a throw-in for Temple. And close into this Memphis final third here.
Wow.
Temple really starting to get the ball, getting the ball in this Memphis final third, looking like they're finally getting out of this chaos zone that is midfield. That we've been struggling to see the ball get past on Temple side and Memphis side.
Yeah, I mean, we finally get to see Temple in offense, and it looks like we're finally making substitutions. Temple finally bringing new people in because, honestly, both sides are tired right now.
I'll tell you what, this has probably been the longest I've seen a team go without subs. We're about 30 minutes in, 32 minutes in.
Memphis
We haven't got
sub
a
at
sub.
all?
Not yet.
Wow, so both sides sticking with their starters, and honestly, it's been a good game so far because of that.
Temple with a throw-in, looking for a player in the box, but
nobody there.
Memphis clearance, and they'll get the ball out, and they'll send the ball deep again. We got a 1v2 situation here. Can Memphis get to it?
Nope.
And they won't. Great clearance there by the Temple defense, and looking to push back on offense once again. A long ball to Nathan Brown on this left-hand side, and he'll bring it back to 23, Campula, to settle things down.
Green now bringing it up a little bit.
Green now pushing forward, sending it to Brown. Now Campula sending it to E. Garter.
Yep, Temple player on the other side. That's a push. That's a
there we go. A foul called there.
Yeah, if you're
defender.
If you're Temple, you're cheering for that one because there hasn't been a foul called against them in a very long time.
Number 19 on Temple there.
Yep, and
it looks like Temple will get a free kick just a little over 30 yards out.
As long as it's not another time stoppage.
That is true.
This first half has really been drawn out, I feel like, with the stopping, with the back and forth.
I mean, 8 fouls so far, 11 corners.
Wow.
You are not wrong at all with the stoppages.
It does not feel like a first half stat line.
It doesn't. And you know what also doesn't bode well for Temple? 7 shots, 3 shots on goal for Memphis, 0 and 0 for Temple in this first half.
3 corners as well.
They've had these opportunities, and looks like they have another opportunity here with a ball in the box.
Some trickery.
E. Garter's going to send it in, looking for a Temple player. It stays in, but Memphis going to get another cleared out. And now they're on the counterattack here. They got a 3v2 situation. Pardon me, losing my voice. 3v3 now. Temple making its way back. Memphis pushing down the left side, inside the box. Great move there to cut back. Cross in, cleared out by Temple. And they'll keep the possession here, and they're going to slowly build out and slow things down. I was about to say slow things down, but they send a rocket of a ball down the field, and it'll be a Memphis throw and back in their defensive third.
Yeah, Patty, honestly, take that nice, long-deserved water break because I'm so glad you chose to be play-by-play for this game because you have nonstop been talking.
You got to keep – this action has been back and forth. There hasn't been a lot of time to slowly talk about this team.
No.
It's the possession has been
this is one of the moments, I guess.
And we got a time stoppage. Or, no, pardon me, throw in there.
But there was a whistle, so I'm not sure what that whistle was.
I think they were whistling play to start again. Temple kicking the ball forward. Another Memphis throw-in, kind of going back to the same spot.
Wow, I mean, there's so much to break down. I don't even know where to start. I mean, Temple finally had another chance to put up a shot, and they instantly give it up and let a counterattack form for Memphis. I feel like that happens every time.
You know what, Memphis, funny enough, Memphis building up an attack there, off the throw and a slip, and they lose the ball. But looks like, I think there was a foul call on that slip, actually, and looks like they'll have a free
And
kick.
Here's the thing that I don't like about being on this side of the field, specifically on the other side of Temple's side of midfield. The ref and Coach Green are very close together. If Coach Green says even one wrong thing, the ref will give him a red card.
That is true. I mean, already on a warning, I think yellow card for dissent, and Coach Green's gotta watch it. I mean, yellow card this early in the game, it's one thing for a player, it's another thing for a coach.
Because a coach can get away with a lot, but when you're already on the hot seat, you can't get away with anything.
Memphis cross from the 50, unable to get any shot attempts, but they'll get the throw in just outside the corner flag.
Yeah, we finally reached the 10-minute mark here in the first half.
Well, I think you mean the 35-minute mark.
There we go. If we're
for our real soccer or football fans out there.
There you go. Shout out the Brits.
Football is life on this Ted Lasso night, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, shout out everybody but America.
And here comes the throw in here.
Great
Getting
throw
into
in.
the box. Push.
Whoa!
A little push there by the Memphis attacker. Nothing called, but Kempe gets the ball on the throw in, and
honestly, it looked like that throw
no issue there.
It looks like that throw was going in the net.
It wouldn't count.
Exactly.
A little some soccer facts for you there, yeah.
On Ted Lasso night, let's go.
Temple trying to build out. Great move
Whoa!
by Kamali
Made
Green.
him trip.
Making him
He's
fall
mad now.
playing him forward.
Oh.
Unable to get anything there, but great move by Kamali to get the ball out.
You know when you outsmarted someone and outplayed them when they start hustling afterwards?
Yeah.
Because he really started to chase Kamali Green after that one.
You got to make up for your mistakes.
Yeah,
Throw
exactly.
in Memphis.
Man.
Making it to midfield, trying to play at this left side, but a clearance there by Temple right back. And another ball forward. Great header there by the Memphis defender to stop it. But Temple is back on the attack and looking for a player forward. There's
Maybe they get their first shot in the game.
Passing it to the wing. Cross is just a little too high. Another pass into the box. Trying to get a ball on target. Another cross in. Headed out by Memphis. Memphis pushing forward here. One back by Temple. And they're going to reset here.
Wow. I don't know, Patty, if this is either the best defense I've seen or the worst offense I've seen from both sides.
I think we'll get into that soon. A great ball there by Zahn.
No hustle. Where was the hustle from the Temple player there?
Oh, one back. A pass in, then another clearance. There is so much possession won and lost. And a call there by the ref.
Going towards Memphis.
Memphis advantage, and they'll get the ball just outside the mid-circle. A lot of back and forth. Temple is getting those attempts. They're starting to move things into the box. They aren't able to hold on to possession too long, but still, no shots.
If you want to play
team.
If you want to play a fun game for those listening at home, tally every single time Patty has to say, and there's a clear. Because I feel like we're on like number 20.
If I say, and there's a clear, now on the counter, unable to get a shot, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
We might be looking at 50, honestly.
You might be right. There's been a lot of awkward pauses of me in the middle of sentences because possession has been changed.
Great cross,
deep
by the
ball
way.
in there by Memphis. Header down, trying to find a Memphis attacker for a shot, but unable. Temple
Airborne.
gets the clearance there, and Nathan Brown trying to find.
What's the stoppage here?
We got a little stop there. Looks like the ref played advantage and now is whistling the ball back. Temple got to have the free kick.
Yeah, I mean, the
Kind
refs
of killing the momentum there. Temple did not lose possession, but the referee felt like she needed to call that one.
What has been with the ref today? I mean, everything that possibly could be called has been called, which is really extending this first half.
We're now at 11 total fouls this game.
That's a stat line for a final game, but
That
we're
is
still
true.
in the first half.
Molly
We're
Green
entering the 38th minute here, and there's
playing
already
it
been
short to
11
Brown.
fouls. And that could have been called,
to
if we're being
Green.
honest.
Another clearance
Yeah,
by Memphis there. Number 12, Abdu Samb.
And Abdul Sam there was trying to argue with the ref, saying that there was some kind of penalty there.
A little bit of shirt tugging there on Flame Samb, but nothing called. Temple. Ball in this left corner here, trying to find an open player, an open opportunity. Now, Brown on the edge of the box,
Shirt tugging once
looking for
more.
a shot, and just a few feet wide there. The curler looking for the bottom right post, but just a little bit wide and sends Philip Sabati diving.
I mean,
and now a goal kick.
On both sides, there has been a bunch of shirt tugging. A lot.
This has been a very physical and very intensive game here. How you guys doing? You enjoying the game tonight?
What is this?
Go Temple.
You look like you're doing like a cool like dad thing.
Okay, don't listen. Rock on.
To kids? That was the
don't
entire youth soccer team that just walked by us, by the way. They're cool. They've been
Okay.
having fun.
Okay, Jake dating me
He's grandpa.
all the way back. But Temple, back to the action. Temple pushing forward, now making their way in the final third. Making their way down this right-hand side, looking for an open cross. Unable to get it now, dribbling back.
I'm surprised.
Resetting a little bit and making their way back in the midfield. Number 8, Lucas E. Garter, pushing it down the left-hand side. And now resetting back to Kamali Green.
Man, so many resets for Temple. It's like they try to. I don't know what happened from the beginning where they were trying to do. Oh, he slipped again. I don't know what happened with Temple trying to get out quick and put up quick shots. I guess that didn't happen because now they're slow and methodical.
Great
which just
move
doesn't.
there on the right wing,
just
but
hasn't
loses
been-
possession. And Memphis trying to push on the counter here. Back to the Memphis player down the left-hand side. He's waiting for his teammates to get in the box.
Yeah.
Taking a break and now setting it back and kind of killing that Memphis momentum back to the center back, and they'll reset as well on this attack.
Man, a lot of resets from both teams so far here in the past 5 minutes.
Pushing the ball forward. Another clearance there by Kamali Green, and the foul called
on Memphis.
A little bit of a risky challenge in the ball there, and the ref will call it for Temple.
Yeah, and very interesting, too, because a Memphis player ended up on the ground. So when I heard that whistle, I thought it was going to go towards Memphis's way. But I guess Temple got the benefit of it out there.
Definitely looked like a little bit of a dangerous challenge on the behalf of the Memphis attacker, and Temple will get the
Temp taking
deep
that free
kick
kick, by the way.
out of the defensive
Another
third
one-header.
and back to the chaos in midfield.
I mean, Memphis, I feel like the headers
Temple
here.
dispossessed in midfield, and Memphis moving it down that left-hand side.
Yeah, I mean, the headers 20-1, I would feel like on Memphis towards Temple side. We don't have those stats with us, but like mentally, they've won almost like 99% of headers.
It's been a curious, it's been an interesting decision by Temple,
And
unfortunate in their game plan for all these long balls and quite a tall defensive Memphis team.
I think watching this game and you don't know
Memphis
what
trying to
direct-
move the ball
that's
in,
a
but
penalty.
that's a foul there, and maybe about 25 yards out, about 30 maybe. Memphis has another free kick.
If you are just coming into this game and you don't know anything about each team, you would think both teams are really good and at the top of their conference.
I would slightly disagree with that. I mean, Temple definitely lacking in the shot department in comparison
Yeah,
to
no,
Memphis.
but I mean, 0-0.
Seven shots to Memphis is 7 to Temple's 1, and Temple has been able to get this ball downfield, get it into the final third, and start setting up opportunities, but they haven't been able to get solid shots off.
Yeah, I think I'm going to retract my statement.
Memphis with a cross in the box, cleared out by Temple, and they're trying to get back on the ball, and they'll clear it again for a throw-in for Memphis.
I'll edit my statement. They don't look like they're both at the top of the conference. They look like they're both at the bottom of the conference because this is very sloppy.
This has been very sloppy. Both teams, dispossessions, long balls deep.
Yeah.
Not a lot of slow, short passing build-up from both these teams.
At least the refs are making their money today.
And I mean, the refs are really the ones slowing down
Exactly.
the game. Here's a throw-in into the box. Temple looking to clear.
Hey, they won a
Kamali
header.
with a clearance and an unfortunate volley there by Memphis, just a little bit outside.
I think both headers that were won by Temple were from Kamali this game.
I would probably agree with that statement.
That's crazy.
Kamali-
I mean, he's been stepping up. That's exactly what we needed him to do.
He's been a monster on defense, especially with how this game has been playing out. All these long balls, these 50-50s up in the air.
Get ready for this boot from Temple.
A lot of clearances necessary for these games, and Kamali's playing a great part.
I mean, this one's going to end up past midfield.
Kempe with the ball.
Yep. And then I would say that's still.
That was won by Memphis.
It was won by Memphis. He had the first touch, but fortunately for Temple, it actually went and hit the back of the head of Temple's. But now
But
Memphis,
Memphis with the throw-in and trying to make their way up again.
Temple
playing
just
through the
ran
midfield.
over the ball there. Interesting.
Now pushing down the left lane as always. Clearance into the box. Cross. Ooh, what a
two players on
hard
the ground.
foul
Going
there.
towards Temple's way, though.
Shoulder into the back and seems to be confused by that call, but I think that was the right call there
Yep,
by
and
the
the PA
referee.
announcer just announced 1 minute left to go, and there has yet to be a score put on the board.
No
And
goal yet.
what is happening here with the ref now? Oh, okay. Ref demanded that it was a goal kick.
No, just looking to place the ball back. Kamali trying to get away with pushing the ball
I mean,
forward a little bit.
veteran move there. Try
Veteran
to get
move.
a little bit more space.
Of course, and now Kempe on the cross. Looks like Temple players all the way back to Memphis's 18. They're
I
looking
mean, what
for
if
a
Kempe
deep ball
boots it
here.
into the goal here? He doesn't. Another
Memphis
one
header
by the way.
back to Temple
20
on
seconds
the
left to go.
right-hand side. Memphis again with the ball and another clearance out of the box.
And now Temple's got to hustle if they want to
Just about 10 seconds
get a
left.
shot up before the end of the.
I'm not sure if Temple's going to get a shot on in time.
Oh, well, here we go.
Here's
There it is.
Cross in the box.
Bad.
Another great opportunity for Temple, but
Rough.
great way to fight the ball out by Memphis. And we're going to end the first half here 0-0. And while there's no score on the board, this has been nothing but eventful. A lot of fouls, a lot of corners, a lot of set pieces, but no score on the board yet. Jake, tell me, what's your biggest takeaway from this first half?
My biggest takeaway is that I'm excited to see the Alumni Day festivities, but I mean, focusing on the game. I mean, it's sloppy from both sides. The offense for Memphis has been there, but they just haven't been finishing. And then for Temple side, their defenses look good, but I don't know if that's because of how sloppy Memphis has been playing. And I mean, for swapping the sides, Memphis just not. I mean, Memphis is doing good defensively, but is that because Temple offensively has not been good? We don't know. And the question I asked earlier in the half, is this just sloppy play from both teams, or is this good play from both teams? Patty, do you have an answer?
I think that this is definitely sloppy play from both teams. As far as, I mean, as we made the joke earlier on in the broadcast that I'm having to change what I'm saying so many times that I'm stuttering because of how many dispossessions, how many clearances, the 50-50 balls.
Yes.
I mean, this like I said earlier, this midfield, like you have your final thirds on each side. You have Temple's final third and which is also Memphis' defensive third, and vice versa. But this middle third here, I'd call this the chaos zone of this game.
Absolutely.
Dispossessions, a lot of back and forth, 50-50 balls, a lot of fouls called as well. So a lot going on, and I think that this game has been an antithesis of the stats for both of these teams. As far as offense and defense, I mean, Temple on offense, we mentioned it in before the game started, only averaging a half goal a game. Oof. and letting up a goal and a half, which is definitely better from last season where they let up 2.5 goals a game. And last season they played Memphis. They lost 2-4, and now with this better defensive Temple team, we're seeing definitely a solid first half defensively from Temple, and we're seeing this Memphis team trying to get the attack going. They're getting their shots on, but Temple doing a great job to limit good chances from Memphis.
And Patty, just correct me if I'm wrong if you disagree at all, but let me just let me throw out some math at you. Would you say this is what I think is happening? The midfield chaos zone, we're in there about 65% of the time. 25% of the time, we're on Memphis's third, which is Temple's defensive third. And then that last 10%, we're over at Temple's offensive third.
As far as possession goes?
Possession, yes.
I would have to agree with that statement. It's definitely been a Memphis spin it? No, we're calling the game.
Yeah, we don't spin anything.
Shout out to the alumni. We are at Temple Alumni Day.
Yes.
We're representing and we're honoring our Temple alumni. They're definitely hyped for the broadcast. Thought I was a DJ, but
that'd be cool if you were.
That would be cool, but
we're just the play-by-play losers.
We are. This is we have infinite potential.
The DJ gets up in the booth. We're stuck in the stands.
We are stuck in the stands, and I think that'll do it for our first half coverage of Temple soccer. We'll be back as about a minute out from second half starting off.
Yeah.
We'll see you then in just about 12 minutes.
Awesome.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to WHIP Radio
Yep.
and coverage of Division One men's soccer. We are about to start the second half, just a little bit under a minute away between this matchup between this matchup of Memphis and Temple. Temple, the home team, started off great first half, I think, to say for Temple. Not a great streak this past few games. They're definitely on a losing streak. Haven't won since September 14th
And haven't scored a
against
goal
Akron. And haven't scored
since when?
The FAU game. Sorry, I didn't.
29th, right?
The 29th. Haven't scored a goal since the 29th. Have only scored 2 goals since August 29th. So this Temple team, offense has always been a struggle for him, but defense, however, is doing a great job this game, holding off this Memphis team from scoring in the first half. The number 1 team in the AAC defeating a number 9 in the U.S. Charlotte last week. But Jake, after watching the first half, what do you think the keys to success for both these teams are to a win, or let's just say a goal in the net? What
I
are
would
the keys
say
to success?
just play cleaner soccer. I mean, the foul total for the first half is at 15.
That is ridiculous.
That is enough to do 2 games back-to-back, honestly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 15 fouls, just play a cleaner game. And, of course, the refs have been making their money today. They've been not letting anything go. But still, at that point, if you know the refs are going to stop it, then play to where they won't. Because, honestly, the refs can stop momentum, and they have stopped momentum multiple times in this game.
I think I know. I'd like to further add on to your point, Jake. Both of these teams should want to dictate the pace of their game in their own control, but they're letting the ref do it. With all these fouls, there's so much chaos in the midfield. They're not slowing down and trying to create a slow and casual or more accurate approach on the ball. And this referee has really been the controlling the pace of the game. This is a hard injury here on Memphis.
He might have got kicked in the face. He's holding his face and he's on the ground. But I mean the turning points. Oh, I now this looks like he's yelling at the ref now. Oh yeah, his hand's in the face of the ref. This is interesting. I think the ref probably called a flop, and he's mad that she thinks it was a flop.
No, it's still Memphis ball. I think he was looking for a card.
Yeah, I don't know why he was so angry there.
Well, by the looks of it, he might have got kicked in the face. So.
And there's somebody yelling from over that side. I can only assume it's Coach Green. I don't want to say it's Coach Green, but I can only assume because of what has happened, which that brings me to my next point. The turning point of this game when the fouls really started to become committed is when Coach Green got himself a yellow card.
Here with a free kick, looking in the box, unable to get a good foot on it, and Temple trying to clear it. Took him a bit, but finally gets it out, and it'll be a Memphis or Temple throw-in here on the defensive
third.
They
did switch sides here, but would you agree with me that ever since that Coach Green yellow card, it's just been chaos ever since?
It has been. I feel like the fouls really kicked off since that card for dissent, and we've seen a lot more physicality between these two teams. A lot of shirt pulling.
A lot of shirt pulling, a lot of
pushing forward on offense. They may have a man open here, pushing down the left-hand side, looking for players in the box.
Calling for the cross.
Trying to get a cross in here outside the 18. Makes it past the defender, looking for the ball in.
Wow.
Unable to find anything out of it, and Memphis gets the clearance out.
Yeah, and that was rough to watch because there's a Temple player calling for the cross midfield, and just he wasn't seen. And that just is annoying to watch as a soccer fan.
That potentially could have been Temple's best chance, but they got another one going up right here. Temple with the ball, looking for the shot. Another deflection there by Memphis, and a second attempt straight at the goalie.
Yeah,
and Sabati with another save and another Memphis player
that was a very
on the
hard
ground.
block there. I'm not sure where it hit him, but it looks like he's holding the place where the sun don't shine. Because honestly, he's on the ground right now and he's not moving, and his face afterwards was just not what you want to see.
I think that was face or chest. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, but he's holding his midsection area, and now we're going to, of course, this is a stoppage that needs to happen because, I mean, there's a chance he might be gasping for air on the ground.
Yeah, might have got the wind knocked out of him a little bit, but
absolutely.
I'll tell you what, Memphis not too concerned with a lot of their players on the
No, there was
ground.
a player earlier who was very severely injured, limping, came up limping, couldn't stand on his own weight,
Well, we say
and he stayed in the
severely, but he
game.
stayed in the game
Well,
and
yeah,
didn't
exactly.
look too injured after.
Yeah,
But
I think he's fine now, but like when you collapse under your own weight, you have to be taken out of the game.
there does need to be there should be some concerns
It doesn't
addressed.
seem like there's a line that Memphis has drawn. And I mean, even right here, like you could just take the player out and continue the game and give him a bigger breather.
But would you say that this is more taking advantage
I
of?
mean,
Do you think that this is more taking advantage of the spare time, or
they might be game planning right now. I'm not sure. But both the goalie and the other defenseman just gave a thumbs up to either the coach or the trainer. Because the goalkeeper just came over, gave him his water on the ground, and then gave a thumbs up saying that he's good to go.
I'll tell you
so
what.
I'm not sure if this is the coach's decision or the player's decision to stay in the game.
they whether it be intentional or unintentional, they are killing Temple's early momentum
Yes.
here. A lot of energy from the Owls early on here, and
It doesn't seem
that's
like
about
Memphis,
3 minutes gone just standing around.
it doesn't seem like Memphis is worried about this stoppage. It looks like their game plan is to get as much stoppage as possible to kill any momentum from either side.
I mean, they have the upper hand, and Temple, I mean, ineffective in the box is I think a fair statement to make about Temple. And as long as they can keep their momentum down, it'll take a really lucky chance for the Owls offense to get one in the net. Memphis now pushing forward on the right lane and a ball out for a throw in. Temple keeps possession here.
Are you sure? Because it looks like a Memphis player just picked it up.
Oh, did I say Temple?
Yeah.
Memphis, pardon me. Memphis with the possession.
Yeah, I was confused right there because I was looking at something else for half a second, and then when I looked back up, I thought Temple had the ball, which they do not.
Apologies on that. It has been a little
Oh
bit
my
since my
goodness.
last game.
Honestly, with how back and forth this game has been, I think you're good to have as many mistakes as you want for the rest of the game.
I appreciate it. Throw in, gets into the box.
Great
Another
play.
clearance by who else? Kamali Green, and another clearance out. It gets on a Memphis attacker, and Temple will get the throw in.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kamali Green comes up to me after this game and like punches me in the face or shakes my hand. One of the two.
Yeah.
Because ever since I said that he needs to step up, he has stepped up.
Hey, 30% of the world is covered by land. The rest covered by Kamali Green.
That's a great line.
Temple trying to push forward here, but a Memphis clearance there. Header back by Temple, back into the possession of Memphis now, and they're going to look to push down this left lane. This has really been a key for success here for Memphis is this left lane side of things. They love getting it down there, trying to find a cross in the box on that side. But now switching up to the right side, pushing forward is Memphis. Looking for a cross into the box, cuts back.
Getting swarmed.
Smothered by this Temple defense. Unable to find a good chance here in the box. Another cross here. Temple on the clearance. Memphis, header back in. Temple, clearance out. Memphis back on the ball. Not crossing, sending it back. Oh, another foul there.
That's going to get called every time.
That's going to get called, and about 25 yards out, Memphis will have a free kick here and another opportunity on the Temple net.
Yeah, I mean, just not much to even like break down there. I feel like both teams trying to just like struggle to get something going offensively for Memphis and defensively for Temple. Molly Green, of course, was there.
I think the best way to describe how this game has been going is that there's a lot of crosses into the box, and Temple defenders aren't able to get it to their midfielders to push the ball forward, and Memphis attackers aren't able to get the ball. Oh, whistle, stopping again. But
yeah, some chirping from someone.
Memphis attackers outside the box, or Memphis midfielders outside the box, aren't able to get the ball back in for a second opportunity.
Yeah, it looked like Kamali Green might have been like pleading his case with something because his arms were going, but I don't know if he was the one talking, really.
Ref whistles. Here comes the cross from Memphis into the
the
box.
shot.
It's got a lot on it, but cleared out the Temple. That one was a close one.
There was a moment of silence, and I thought it went in.
I think both. I mean, everyone in this field did not know where this ball was. Memphis can't get it's got the ball on the edge of the box here.
Fake shot.
Fake shot, taking it
There is the shot.
Another block there by Kamali Green, and Temple, another clearance here into the feet of number 19, Charlie Vodel, but losing possession to this Memphis back four, and they'll look to build up again.
Molly Green has been everywhere this game, but unfortunately at that situation, I know you don't have eyes in the back of your head.
Going back down the left-hand side.
I know you don't have eyes in the back of your head, but Temp was going to save that, and then it would have gave Temple possession. Unfortunately, with Kamali Green's cross, it stopped from, or his clear stopped from Temple getting possession.
Memphis making a cross into the box, and
There he is.
another clearance by Kamali Green.
I mean, so far MVP of this game, it's hard to choose between Kemp and Green, but Green has just been everywhere.
I think Kemp gets a little extra advantage for a penalty save, but
Yeah, I mean,
both should be co-man of the match. Another
Yeah,
cross
true.
in the box by Memphis. Unable to get a foot on it. Back into the
Oh!
box. A great stop there by number 4, Diego Diaz, and Temple now pushing its way forward on the attack.
Finally a counterattack for Temple here. Let's see what happens, but it looks like they're slowing it down.
And goodbye to that counterattack, and hello build-up from the back 4.
Man, I mean, that's been the story all season for Temple. I feel like they've never had a counterattack. And when they do, I mean, they score. But unfortunately, when they only average half a goal a game, do they really score?
And, I mean, these long balls deep and a really tall Memphis defense doesn't help out either. What a long run here by Temple, making their way down the left-hand side. No, that's still ball 23 there.
Okay.
Paulo Campula, great run there, and Temple keeping possession on the throw-in.
He's taking his time now because he needs a breather after that long run.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think one person we can highlight on Memphis so far, not really highlight, just, like, wonder where he went. The former Temple Owl, Imperato, I feel like usually revenge games, something good happens. He's been nowhere. He's literally been nowhere.
Thinking there should be some extra motivation here for Leighton.
Yeah,
Temple.
but I just don't think it exists.
Fair enough. Temple here with the ball at just about the 50. Now pushing down the right-hand side, number 3, Nikolai Zapolskic. Now 21, Aaron Markowitz.
Back to Zapolczyk. I think that's how I said to say it.
On the side, crossing it in. Memphis with a clear. Another ball back in by Temple. Another clearance, and Memphis unable to keep possession. Another clearance by Memphis. Header by Temple.
Surprised that wasn't called. Memphis
Another clearance by Memphis.
Memphis. Oh, finally, and they finally
There's
call
a
that.
foul call there. Memphis gets the advantage and hits the free kick. Hits the free kick.
That's Temple's ball.
Pushes on the attack now. Got a little bit of advantage here, but
big mistake by Memphis.
Now they got men in the box and they got a cross coming in.
Oh my God!
Just a little bit too much, and that's gonna go out for the goal kick and another Temple opportunity.
So what happens with free
down
kicks?
The drain.
With quick free kicks like that, if a player that on that side touches it, it's in play, and that's exactly what happened here. A Memphis player quickly touched it, and then Temple was there to quickly scoop it up and try to get the entire Memphis defense caught off guard. But unfortunately, that was just an awful cross to lead into nothing.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. We know that Temple is awake. That's a good thing.
Yeah, and Memphis might be sleeping.
Memphis falling asleep a little bit behind the wheel right there. But first, I mean, it's so far the second half, it's been an improvement from the first as far as Temple's offense and attack. Definitely seeing a lot more chances. Hopefully seeing a shot soon, or a shot on goal soon.
Yeah. If I'm Coach Green after this game, next practice, my team is only running corners. They do, or crosses, because Temple does not seem to know how to correctly position a cross.
It seems like there is a lot of long crosses by this Temple team, and not only are they missing the center of the box and a shot on goal opportunity, but they're missing Temple players entirely.
Yeah.
And completely giving up the possession.
There's Green again.
Memphis throw-in. Temple wins the ball back and now going to push forward.
Finally another counterattack, but unfortunately every time this happens, Temple has given up the ball.
Memphis only with 4, but only with 4 on the attack, and Memphis very quick to get back on defense.
Their entire defense is back on the field, but now a good opportunity for
Temple with a cross in the box and cleared there by Memphis.
Out of the field.
Out of the field and into the stands.
Kids going
another corner here for Temple. That's going to be their 4th of the game.
But like I said before, do they know how to correctly position a cross? We'll see here.
Well, defending, I mean, they got a lot of challenges on this corner. They've been going short and they've been going far today. And they got a height. We talked about that height disadvantage on defense. Yeah. A lot of taller players on this Memphis team.
It's been shown. It's showing. It is showing this game.
Gonna need some luck on this corner.
Cross, I mean, Temple finally passed Memphis in fouls. 18 fouls, 10 for Temple.
Here comes Temple on it. Lucas Egarter on the cross.
Was he the one to take the crosses before? I'm not sure.
I believe so. And it's a little bit too high.
I mean,
Temple gets a head on it, but saved immediately by
unfortunately,
Sabati.
that was the best cross of the game, and it still wasn't that good.
Able to stay on his feet is Sabati. And
This time, it
quick
reached
pickup.
a Temple attacker, but it reached the furthest Temple attacker from the box.
Yeah, that was definitely a long header, a long looping one,
Yeah.
and a easy enough save for the Memphis goalie. Now Memphis pushing on the attack already.
Yeah, quick to
pushing back on this left-hand side. Oh, pass by trying to build a little 1-2 there by looks like number 8, Adam Yusuf, and unable to get it to what looks to be
a goal kick here.
Leighton Imperato, and a goal kick for Temple.
Hey, Imperato, we said his name finally in the second half.
Well, I'll tell you what, one thing that has been confusing is that I see a number 14 on what I believe to be Leighton Imperato, and he's listed as number 10 on this stat sheet. So I think that might have been why we haven't been saying his name pretty often this game.
Maybe he has been having a good game, but honestly, I don't think anyone besides Kamali Green is even worth mentioning.
I feel like this is a very important. Might as well mention now. This Memphis, these Memphis jerseys are black and blue, and it's not very easy to be able to read the numbers here. But Temple pushing forward.
No!
They got a chance.
What
here.
a one
shot, and he's taken out by the. And they got
penalty.
They got. It looks like they're signaling for a pen. I'm not. No pen is the call.
What?
Taken out from behind.
He was taken out
is
from behind.
number 19, Charlie Vodel, and they're going to say no pen.
There's booing from the Temple fans.
Temple fans
I've never heard
not
of this before.
happy, and I can fully understand why.
In defense of the ref, it looked like the goalie might have, and now there's a stoppage here. A stopping time. What are we? Coach Green might be gone. Coach Green might be gone.
Green might be gone.
Yeah. I mean, that's ridiculous right there. But honestly, in defense of the ref, it looked like the goalkeeper did get there first.
It looks, by the looks of it, the goalie, I think the issue here is that the ball was not touched whatsoever. Yes. And I think the argument on both sides is whether.
Is she reviewing it? She might be reviewing it. There might be a review right now.
There's VAR in this?
Oh, my goodness. Does Temple have VAR?
Temple has VAR. We're learning new things every day, folks.
Wow.
And I think the argument for both sides is that Temple believes that, Temple sees a player that's taken out unfairly in the box from behind, and Memphis sees a player unable, out of reach of the ball. So, I mean, this shouldn't be a pen call in that sake.
I know I'm color here, but Patty, can this be changed, overturned?
We're supposed to know a lot more than we're presenting right now on.
Well, the thing is,
commentators of this
yeah,
game.
we didn't even know Temple had VAR. So what's happening?
I did not think there was going to be a review on this game. I mean, we do have ESPN Plus in the building, so
yeah,
we do have replays ready for them.
And I'm surprised replay isn't be putting on the board right now for the fans in the stadium to look at. Wow. I mean, the music has just been turned on from the press box. I mean, this is an official review, I want to say.
Yep, there has been, as of 2021, there was an expansion into VAR
that means
and Division I soccer. So, yes, there is a review going on.
In our defense, we should know that, but also, it's new.
I wouldn't think that college is this up to date to European football. Honestly.
I mean, my excuse is that I just got here last year. I'm a sophomore. So at least
I'm a soccer fan. I probably should know this.
Yeah, so I'm not putting the blame on anyone. I'm putting the blame on this game because why would there need to be a review?
Players are coming back onto the field. The ref gives the signal, and they're gonna
give him a pen.
No, that's a goal kick.
That's a goal kick.
I don't think the fans have realized that this is a goal kick.
She pointed towards Temple's side though. Now I'm confused because she pointed towards Temple's side.
Here's the issue: is that the straight arm out signal.
And we're looking at the review, the replay right now.
Here we go. Reviews on the big board here. And it looks like they have it in slow motion. And
that's a pen. That's a pen.
I think the argument here is that the Temple player never had possession of the ball.
Huh.
And so it's not a dangerous foul, and I guess that's the argument for that call there.
What I don't understand is
Temple back on the tack, though, quickly. They're not letting that pen bother them. Temple looking to get the cross in. Good block there by Memphis. Gets the ball back in the box. Another clearance by Memphis. Temple Now slowing things down, trying to bring it down this right-hand side. Cross into the box.
Nobody
No
there.
one there, and Memphis will get
Now,
possession there.
I think why the Temple fan base thought it was a penalty is because first the ref
After replay, it does look like
Yes.
the Memphis defender got
But-
the ball.
the ref did do the goal kick signal, but unfortunately she did make a mistake.
Penalty and the goal kick signal are very
And
similar.
She pointed towards Temple's side, I believe.
Well, here's the issue is that the pointing it depends on who she's pointing at. In that case, she was pointing at the goal kick spot. If she was pointing at the penalty spot, then
So a lot of confusion. I wish the
Temple-
ref had a mic.
that is true. Temple getting the ball back here.
No call there.
No call there. Opening up for a shot, finding a man on the outside, looking to get a cross in the box. There's some players inside. Getting the ball into the box. No one's there for Temple, and it's going to go all the way to the other sideline, and Temple's going to have to regroup, looking for another cross in the box. A shot deflected, but nothing there for Temple. Another clearance by Memphis.
Temple stepping on the gas here.
Temple dribbling to the outside, and another cross into the box deflected by Memphis, and another clearance by the Memphis defender. And what a few minutes.
Finally, we get a stoppage here on the field, and now they're stopping the clock once more. I've never been to a game where the clock has stopped this much.
I don't think so. I have to agree with that statement. So far, just from like you said, 18 fouls, 12 corners, an offside call if you want to throw that one in there as well.
Yeah.
But
A stoppage for a VAR review.
stoppage for a VAR review. Stoppage
And it's a
for
yellow card on Kamali Green. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, first one of the game. Seems like he was pulling on the shirt of the Memphis attacker there, trying to get him to stop. And at this point, with 18 fouls now going on 19,
Wow.
got to get control of this game somehow.
And if I'm being 100% honest, in defense to the players, yes, it's sloppy play, but the refs have been calling absolutely everything.
Unsportsmanlike conduct by the looks is the call for the card, and
Wow.
Memphis trying to get the ball in the box, but
And there's Green with the clear there.
cleared by none other than Kamali Green. Oh, that
Finally.
and
And another clock stoppage.
another cleared
He's
ball by Temple, and it looks like a 50-50 between Temple and a defender, and the Memphis defender went all body on that one.
And that's a yellow card right
And
there
a yellow
on Memphis.
card there on Memphis.
What-
Looks like number 5 Alejandro
So,
Padilla.
and the thing
You have to
is,
double check on that one.
the fan base very, very angry now because the ref stopped the clock, which gives Memphis time to reset defensively.
Yeah.
That's why people are mad, because I believe the ref stopped the clock for both a yellow and for a potential injury. But the injury did not seem apparent enough to stop the clock in my eyes.
Memphis has been very lucky with these time stoppages.
Absolutely.
And
And
they've all seemed to be coming at the right time for the team. Cross into the box. No one's there. Memphis getting their head on it. But Temple finding their way on the ball on the left-hand side, trying to find a man in the box there. Memphis gets the clearance, and what's the call here? Corner for Temple.
yeah,
And hopefully an opportunity here
And
for the Owls.
it seems like the refs have been listening to the players as well, because the ref didn't have an exact clear-cut answer there until the Temple players basically fought for it, which is good for both teams. They can fight and plead their case. But unfortunately, I think the ref what we've talked about beforehand, first of all, with in the first half, Memphis clearly is okay with the stoppages. It stops all momentum every single time for both sides. But the refs have been calling absolutely everything for
Here
both
comes
sides.
the
So I don't know if
cross,
that's
and
even
it's too high, and it's
the
out
problem.
for a goal kick.
oh my God! Speaking of problems, these crosses in the box from Temple.
Temple as a team already struggles with getting these chances and setting up goal opportunities. And when you get opportunities like a corner and waste it and give it straight back away, this Temple, it's hard to see where this Temple team is gonna get a goal in the second half.
Yeah, I don't know what a goal for either side looks like. I think there might be some sort of trickery that we are not expecting that's about to happen.
Memphis
With
kicking
how
the ball straight up.
with how both
midfield.
defenses have been playing, I don't think there can be a clean goal.
Memphis making its way down the left-hand side. Getting smothered by the Temple defense, and keeping the ball even on the throw in here. Temple definitely doing a great job of trying to close down these opportunities on the left-hand side for Memphis. They've been using that left-hand lane all game, trying to get balls in and trying to create opportunities. But right now, Temple making sure that they don't get anything started.
And that was called towards Memphis' side, even though the Temple player did scream that it was out on Memphis beforehand.
Ball up high, and there's a foul call.
Yeah,
a little
foul.
Trip there by Memphis, and
finally a foul that didn't stop the clock.
Temple will play the ball forward now.
And now Temple's slowing the pace down a little bit, which is nice to see, but do they need to do this?
Well, I think Temple would be, I think a draw out of this game would
absolutely
be a great result for this team, but there is 30 minutes left, and a goal is very much possible for the Owls, so I'm sure the foot's not coming off the gas just yet.
And I think a tie with the best team in the conference is exactly what Temple might be playing for at this point.
Yeah, Memphis now at midfield trying to push down the right-hand side here.
We know Temple's okay with taking ties. They've taken one recently. Against FAU,
tackle.
I believe, right?
That is correct. Great tackle there on the other side by Campula. Memphis slowing it down a little bit.
It's unfortunate that the game with the most fans in attendance is this game.
Hey, it's been an action-packed one, but not
it's
a
been
lot
a
of
fun,
scoring.
It's been a fun one, but it's been really hard on the two commentators.
Memphis with a long cross, finding an open man on this right-hand side. Great defense there by Campula, trying to shut him down, but Memphis remains in possession.
We're entering the 62nd.
Trying to find a player in the box, but Temple gets on top of it and clears it out for a throw-in. It'll be Memphis keeping possession.
Yeah, we're entering the 63rd minute here. And so far, not
just about 2/3 through this game. And
19 fouls.
A lot going on, to say the least, but with about 30 minutes left in this game, do you think we're going to see a goal by the end of it?
No.
No?
Just no. I have no confidence for you.
Memphis gets the ball in, but no one there to receive it, and another clearance by none other than Kamali Green.
That's like his, I'm not gonna lie, like 20th clear of the game.
Memphis heading the ball in the box. Got an opportunity here, but just a little bit outside.
Just a little. That's generous.
Maybe a little closer to that.
That ended up in the parking lot.
Yeah, that. just a few feet wide, and
that almost hit the scoreboard.
Temple on the goal kick now.
Yeah, I mean, I wish our stat sheet showed clears because Kamali Green would be leading this game. I'm not gonna lie, with like 20 clears at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Kamali Green has really been a kind of killing the fire. He's been a firefighter in this Temple defense.
But unfortunately, now that he has a card, he can't play as physical.
That's true, but he'll definitely be playing more safe.
Yes.
I think we'll see more clearances out of him than anything now.
Speaking of safe, I haven't heard an argument from Coach Green ever since that card.
That is true. Memphis back on the ball in
Very
midfield,
physical.
and another foul there on Temple. Number 3, the pulse kick.
Sometimes you just got to let the players play, and I understand that there's in the rule book, you have to now.
That's a foul.
Yeah, in the rule book it is a foul, but the very, very tiny fouls, just let them go sometimes. We're on our 20th foul of the game. Just calm down.
Well, as long as the fouls are sloppy, they will still be called.
I think the ref might have woke up on the wrong side of the bed today because she's feeling angry.
Temple now on the ball, trying to clear it out of their back. Defensive third. Great move there.
Counterattack.
By Temple.
Nope.
But getting pushed down.
Our players on the ground.
19 by the looks of it. Charlie Vodal.
Yeah, Vodal ended up on the ground.
Memphis now pushing on the left-hand side, working their way in. They've got a guy in the box looking for an open shot, and it's blocked.
Great save.
Great block there by Temple, and now they're pushing forward. They got a man open on the left-hand side, but no one's there to support it.
The hustle, the hustle from Temple's attacking side is just non-existent. And, I mean,
it looks like Condoleezza.
I feel like every time Temple's defense gives up a counterattack, it's always a 2-on-1 for the team that's doing the counterattack. Every time Temple has a chance to do a counterattack, it's like a 1-on-3 against Temple.
They're definitely a little bit more delayed in getting in the box on these counterattacks.
That might be because Temple's such a defensive-focused team, but you need some attackers out there.
Yeah, it hasn't affected Temple too much. They've been fairly lucky to have some players in the box
Yes.
for some of these chances, but they haven't been placing them very great and have been struggling to find any kind of opportunity in front of net. It's been a while since we've seen a shot on goal by Temple.
A shot on goal from both teams, if I'm
From
being
both teams,
honest.
that's true. Only, I mean, 3 from the first half for Memphis, and now Temple at 2. But Memphis in possession here, building out from the back.
You know it's bad
Padilla.
when both teams have more fouls than shots.
That is true. It does make it an interesting one.
Whoa, bit of miscommunication there.
Memphis trying to leave the ball for a little run down the left lane, but didn't get the message. And now Temple pushing on the counter here.
And
they got
finally,
plenty players ahead.
Finally, they have more attackers than defenders.
Goes straight to the Memphis goalie, though, and he'll clear it up at midfield. A little bit back and forth here on the header. And
unfortunately, Alex Champagne
big
did not win
clearance
that
here
50-50 there.
by Kamali Green out at just about the midfield line.
What a name, Alex Champagne.
Alex Champagne
Rolls off the
representing
tongue.
representing I believe the Haitian
Awesome.
the youth Haitian national team this past summer.
Awesome. Yeah, he's been in midfield all day. Finally, not finally, but I mean, Temple gets a clear. We've been saying that all day. Clears from both sides. There's Kamali Green.
Yeah, building up through midfield once again.
Sorry, Champagne.
Yeah, Champagne, 17.
Yeah, both playing very similar positions on that defensive stand.
Now Temple, Kempe with the ball, building out of the
Here's
back.
Kamali Green.
Here's Kamali Green working up the left side here. But, slow approach here for Temple. Definitely taking their time a little bit more.
Another loss 50-50 on the header. We've said that maybe like 30 times.
Yeah, quite a few times, actually.
Yeah. And we still have 20 minutes to go in this one. The crowd, I don't want to say all.
No, we could say it. It has died down a little bit.
Yeah, it's been sucked dry. I mean, this is bad.
I mean, I think the action has died down a little bit. I mean, I think the penalty. I think that's what dried out all the action.
Yes.
Temple trying to play a long ball forward. You got Votel just outside the box on the right side here. Pass back to 21.
Hey, at least we know the fans are still here.
That is true. Now making their way to the
shot.
middle. About 25
bad
yards
touch.
down. Bad touch there by Egarter, but pushes it to the left lane here, and we might have a cross in here for Temple. No, we don't.
Yeah, I'm
straight to the goal.
I don't know about you, Patty. This is a very frustrating game to call.
This is very anticlimactic.
We're expecting something to happen. I thought this would have been like 4-0 after the first half.
I agree with that. I was expecting a little bit more out of this team, but I can't say. Oh, Memphis. Pardon me, Memphis now on the attack.
I just want to see a goal scored.
A one-on-one here and trying to get a shot outside the box, but
Kamali Green.
Kamali Green. Great clearance there.
I mean, at this point, Kamali Green covers 99% of this field.
Yep, that is true. I mean, the ice caps are melting. Kamali Green's only covering up more space.
Yeah. Global warming who? It's Kamali Green.
Indeed.
The polar bears hate Kamali Green. This joke has died.
It is dying. I'm trying to find something to say at this point. Memphis pushing on the right-hand side and gets off a Temple defender, and they'll have another corner.
That is their 9th corner of the day. It's bad when they have more fouls than both shots and corners, but now they have 9 shots, 9 fouls, and 9 corners. Is that scoreagami for fouls, shots, and corners?
I mean,
penalgami
in general might be scoreagami. I mean,
yeah. I mean, honestly, we should invent penalgami, and we have just hit it.
I mean that's gonna require a very niche audience because
I guess so. Yeah.
Who's gonna want to follow how many penalties and fouls are in a single game?
I guess only the hardcore fans.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's none here.
Memphis lining up for their corner. We got some substitutions.
Finally, I feel like we haven't said a substitution in about half an hour.
It's been a while. Elias Betancourt and Charlie Vodel and Aaron Markowitz have all been the most recent subs, and they've been on since halftime.
Yeah,
but
I guess
now
so.
we're seeing some fresh legs here.
Does Kamali Green stay out there? I mean, he has to, right?
He did.
Yeah.
Only looks like Vodel and can't tell who the second player. We'll find out very soon. But here's the cross in from Memphis. Great catch there by Kempe.
If you love defense, I still don't think this is the game for you. It's been sloppy defense. It's been sloppy offense.
It's been sloppy all around. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. I mean, the ESPN Plus watchers are not happy.
Temple working the ball forward, and
one-on-one.
one-on-one opportunity for Temple.
What is that touch?
Up, and it's blocked off the line. Temple looking for another shot. Can't get, working it out, making its way to the box, crossing it in. Another heading attempt.
Goodness.
2 feet out the pole.
Open net.
Temple dribbles past the goalie, but a great clearance by Memphis off the line keeps this game at 0.
Most of you like defense, watch the game because that was an open net and it was defended by Memphis.
Fakes past the goalie, but unable to get it past the defender.
The goalie practically left the box.
Wow.
That was the best chance either team has had to score all game, and it was still not in the net.
Fantastic opportunity there by Temple, and I mean, great move there.
Another clear by Kamali Green. I mean, some things just don't change.
Some things don't change, and that's true.
I think, honestly, Kamali Green has now fought
Temple
for MVP.
Working down the sideline, and it's going to go out for a goal kick there.
Wow. I'm surprised. There was a man down here over for Memphis. I'm surprised a pen was not called. Or just a penalty in general. I mean, do you think Kamali Green at this point has fought for MVP, or do you still give it to Kemp?
I think I still give it to Kemp.
Because he saved the penalty.
The penalty just holds so much in this game. And, I mean, while Kamali Green has been, I mean, if you listen to this broadcast, we've only said Kamali Green's name 30 times tonight.
No, I would say over 100 at this point.
I think that's a bit too far. I'd say 50. But he's been clear. He's been a clearance monster. He's been making sure Memphis doesn't hold on to the ball for a second too long in the Temple box, and has been a very key part of this Temple defense. But Andrew Kempe, that was a fantastic save, full stretch.
Yeah, it was one of the best saves I've ever seen.
I don't know how you can't be a fan of that and say that he was the most important part of this team today.
Is there even an MVP for Memphis besides the goalie?
Man of the match, I'd say
there
no.
one?
I don't know. I mean, the goalie hasn't been
honestly.
much.
Whoever saved that goal,
I think the
afterwards.
I think that it was one of the two defensive men. It was either Padilla or Condoleezza.
They deserve MVP.
But for Memphis, that definitely is the most important player, I'd say.
So for both sides, the best chance that Memphis had to score was on the penalty, and for Temple, it was on that attack that was saved by the non-goalie.
Indeed.
Because the goalie came up so far.
Yeah, I mean,
he's probably antsy over there. That's probably why he came out so much.
I mean, Elias Betancourt getting a great dribbling around and getting a great shot off.
Yeah.
But
shout out Philip Sabatti. Good game.
Great game for Philip Sabatti.
Very similar. 3 saves each side.
Memphis unable to get the ball going in the final third, and Temple clears it forward.
Yeah, finally won a header, but that goes Memphis' side.
What a
shot taken from Memphis.
Elias Betancourt shot getting blocked by
frustration right there, I think, a little bit.
Temple now building on the back. Kempe with the ball.
I think
in the box.
The way that this comes down for both teams, Temple is more than okay. They were happy if they come out with a tie. Memphis is pissed if they get a tie.
These fresh legs are running, and now they're getting ready for an opportunity. Markowitz is on the sideline looking for a cross. Gets deflected, but Temple will have the corner. And another opportunity set for Temple to do something here and get a shot on goal.
Would you agree that Temple's happy with a tie and then Memphis would be mad?
I think going into this game, Temple would be happy for a tie. Considering their performance, I think Temple wants a win.
At this point, yeah.
Considering their chances, especially that last opportunity with Betancourt.
Both sides are extremely mad that there hasn't been a goal at all.
I agree with that statement. Temple lining up right now, sending the ball in. It's a long, high ball. Good cross. No one's there except for Memphis. And they'll get the ball out straight to their attacker and start pushing forward.
For Memphis, potentially.
Great tackle there by Alex Champagne, stopping the momentum and stopping the counterattack. And now Betancourt with the ball outside the box. Sends it forward to Markowitz, but a little bit too far. And now it's a goal kick for Memphis.
Wow. I mean, by the way this is shaping up, the next person to score is going to win.
Yeah.
But do we even have a score?
Thanks, Booger.
Yeah. Shout out Booger McFarland. MLB The Show legend. Took over for Matt Vasgersian.
Yeah, but
I heard Matt Vasgersian in my dreams.
Santa Maria.
Just like the ex that doesn't call back, she's never going.
And Sabati with a clearance. Goal kick to midfield in Memphis. Playing a little header ping pong here, but Temple able to gain possession.
They're in the chaos zone.
Great ball there by Jaden Jackson.
Bad header there by number 14, and that's Elias Bethencourt.
And
hit off the shoulder, and that's out on Temple. Oh, a little bit of animosity going there. Okay.
Elliot Rigbert can't control the pass, and now it's a Memphis throw-in.
Yeah. This game is becoming more and more physical as it goes.
Memphis, great 1-2s as they're pushing down the field, and they're
great
trying to send it
interception,
away, but an interception there by 23. Kampula, and now Temple's pushing on the counter. They got a lot of momentum here.
But they
looking for a cross into the box. Driven from the left side, cut in. Another cut. Looking outside, past the Jaden Jackson, about 25 yards out. Rips a shot, but a block there by Memphis. Oh, what a great move there by Egbert. Getting the ball to Bettencourt, looking for a man in, deflected. Memphis can't gain possession. Jaden Jackson, and it looks like we're going to have a free kick just about 25 yards out for Temple.
And I know everybody here wants shots to be start to ring out because the fans next to us are yelling to shoot every chance they have.
Listen, this momentum is not only picking up on the field, it's picking up in the stands, and they're cheering every minute along the way. And let's see, maybe we'll get something here.
And who's taking this free kick here for Temple?
It looks like
I want to say number 27, Edgar Bazan.
It looks like number 27, Edgar Bazan.
Yeah, Bazan taking this free kick. Now, honestly, it looks like they're set up for him to just take the shot.
I mean, as far as a righty, he could do kind of an in-swinging or an out or in-swinging cross here, but this does look like he's. Oh, here comes Alex Champagne. He goes for goal, but just a little bit out, a little bit wide, and got to be a goal kick for Memphis.
Wow.
No worries for the goalkeeper on that one.
If you don't like defense, don't watch this game because it's been nothing but.
If you like
subpar defense,
some chaos,
subpar offense,
a little bit of back and forth, and a lot of fouls, then you'll like this game.
Yeah,
Memphis.
If you like getting your money's worth
for the ball forward, working it down the left-hand side.
Advantage for someone. I'm not sure for who. For someone, it's for Temple.
No,
for Memphis.
Advantage for Memphis.
Wow.
Now get the ball back at the AACA.
Wow.
And
honestly, if you like getting your money's worth for paying for ESPN Plus or just coming over here for free, this game has been going on forever.
It has.
Yeah, we expected to be out of here around 9 o'clock, and there's still 11 minutes left, and it's now becoming 9 o'clock. So, what does that say? A lot of fouls.
A lot of
21 of them.
A lot of time stoppages. 21 fouls.
Yeah.
14 corners. One offside. Memphis going into the box for the cross.
Bad one.
Flicked out by the Temple defense.
How many times have we said it's just been a bad cross?
Quite a few times. And speaking of which, there's another.
Yeah, I mean, Champagne.
Headed out by Champagne. Memphis retaining possession, but
Temple has
just lost
chance.
it. Actually, no, Memphis won it back.
Oh, no, Temple is now – what is happening?
Memphis now pushing forward.
This is on the far side of the field, which is why it's hard to see what's happening. But
this has been
Memphis
a lot of back and forth.
Memphis has the ball.
Great 1-2s there.
Temple now has the ball.
On the cross, gets it in the box.
Great defense.
Cleared, but they have another shot here off the volley. Few feet outside, and Temple's going to have a goal kick here.
Okay, so the longest game of all time was in 2 hours and 40 minutes. I don't think we get there.
No, I don't think so either. I think we're going to need some overtimes.
8 overtimes.
Well, that'll do it.
That will definitely do it. Will we go to overtime here?
We will not. This will finish as a draw.
Yes. Okay. If it were to finish without anyone scoring. Most fouls in a game, 50 total.
Yeah, we're not even halfway.
And that was because of 4 overtimes and a double overtime. So, yeah, good thing we won't be going into overtime here. And honestly, good thing for both teams at this point that they finally get to end the game.
Yeah, Memphis still pushing forward, but unable to control that one, and it's going to be a throw-in for Temple.
It looks like. Yeah, honestly, the way that it's been going, it's been hard to even determine which side the refs go for.
But you think that there's just automatically favorites for this game?
Not anymore. I mean, Temple's still leading the game in fouls.
Like you say that sentence, like there's an expectation that the ref should have a favorite between these two teams.
I just think that sometimes certain teams are favored, and
Memphis not being able to clear the ball out, and now Temple might have an opportunity here.
They wanted a foul there.
They got the ball in the box, looking for a shot, and it's a great save there by Sabati.
And I'm not sure if this is Memphis' plan, but every time the ball ends up in around the box, the goalkeeper comes up very far.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely more comfortable with playing out of the back with Sabati, but haven't really had to pay for that risk this game so far.
Not yet.
Memphis now pushing forward down the right-hand side, and offside flag is raised.
For Memphis, this is the first offside call against them.
That is true. Second offside call of the game, and Temple already getting the throw-in in.
Yeah. Oh, a nice little bicycle kick there.
Another Temple still putting that pressure on Sabati.
I mean, he's almost out of the box. You're not even allowed to leave it.
That's not true at all.
Well, strategy-wise, you shouldn't. Just saying.
Depends on how high their line is. I mean, they don't play that high, but I think he could safely take a few steps out if he really wants to. But now Memphis with the throw-in, just about midfield, and 7 minutes left on the clock here.
So it feels like we've been here for 3 hours.
We have been here quite a time, and we got a wide open. We got a run here.
And a push.
We got a push here. Temple coming down the right side, looking for the player in the box, cuts forward, lets the shot off, and it's over the net. No! Deflection of the Temple attacker, and it's going to be a goal kick and another opportunity for Temple in the box.
I don't know what the refs are doing anymore. There could have been a potential offsides, wasn't called. Then there was a push that wasn't called for a foul, which then helped Temple.
If Temple, by the way it looks, if Temple wants to score, they're gonna need to get lucky in a few areas.
I think both sides have to get lucky.
At this point, I'd agree with that, but I mean,
6 minutes ago,
with the shot opportunities that Temple has had, definitely changed over this half. Now, beating out Memphis on total shots, but haven't been as lucky, and bad touch there by Temple, and Memphis gets the throw in the attacking third.
This has somehow been the most exciting and yet most hard to watch game I've ever seen for soccer.
Memphis gets the cross in, able to get it to a player, good save there by Kempe. Stays on his feet, nothing too troubling.
4th save of the game for Kempe.
4th save, and
which you would expect there to be more.
I agree with that. Well, only 4 total shots on goal. So
true, and 3 for Memphis. So
4 now.
Yeah, 4 now. You're right. 4 for both teams. And Temple, look at this. Temple finally passed Memphis in shots taken.
It's definitely been a change of momentum for the second half. And foul called, confusing call there. I mean,
against Temple.
So looks like there's a 50-50 ball, and the Memphis defender went a little bit more physical, and I think the call was that Betancourt attempted to undercut him, and that's a little bit of an unsafe challenge there.
Yeah.
Not too sure about the
that's
call,
also
though.
speculating because we're not 100% sure.
That is very much speculation.
Yeah.
But Memphis gets the free kick here from the Temple tee. Big header here, Kamali Green with a clearance. Another back in the box and back out. Back towards the box, and Temple
header after header.
The ball has not touched the ground yet.
The ball hasn't touched a foot in like a minute.
Memphis now with an opportunity. Just a little wide. Temple getting a little lucky there. getting a little physical in
And
the
a time
defense there.
stoppage.
And the time stoppage.
It looks like possibly I wanted to say a timeout. I don't know why the clock is being stopped for.
I'll tell you what, there was a lot of shirt grabbing on that shot attempt as we look on the replay
Yes.
here.
And I'm not sure. It looks like ref is currently running towards the VAR system or running to talk to Green. Coach Green is being talked to right now.
Red card! It is a red card for Coach Green. No second yellow either. That is a straight red.
He's shocked.
For
Look
Coach
at him.
Green.
He looks shocked and confused. And the fans are letting the ref have it. I mean, what could Coach Green possibly be saying from the other
side of the field? I'm not sure what's going. I mean, Coach Green. And
Coach
that was
Green's
that
outta
was a
here.
straight red. He had a yellow in the first half, but that looked like a straight red, no second yellow. So that's a significant.
But he hasn't left.
That's
That's not. Oh, it was another coach. What is happening here in Philadelphia?
it is very hard to see from this other side of the field, and
Did Coach Green never get a yellow at all? No, I think he
did get a
right?
yellow. He did get a yellow.
So what was the assistant
Memphis
coach?
is on the attack. We need to get Memphis back with the ball in the box, looking for a cross. Molly Green, great header out. They're struggling for possession. Temple gets on it.
I mean, okay.
Temple back on the ball.
The assistant coach. What could the assistant coach possibly say from the other side of the field that warrants a red card?
Big clearance. I thought it was safe to say that was Coach Green because there already was some animosity in the first half. And I thought it was going to be a second yellow leading to a red.
We can't really hear what's happening on the field. Our producer Ryan Lightning, did you hear anything? Exactly, right? So what could possibly have been said? Okay.
We have a red card for dissent, but it does not say for who.
Yes. And I mean, what can an assistant coach possibly say to not even go to a yellow card, to go straight for red?
Straight red. I mean, I was already shocked to see the dissent call on Coach Green earlier in the first half.
And I'm assuming that coach, by the way, probably took over. Like, Green probably told him what to say, or he's stepping up for Green so Green doesn't get kicked out. Well, going from
clearly what Coach Green wanted to say got him kicked out then.
Exactly. So
Temple pushing forward here. Got a few players in the box, cleared by the Memphis defense, but retaining possession, and Temple gets the throw-in.
So, Patty, in your mind, what warrants straight red from an assistant coach?
Direct insults to players on the field.
I guess so.
Direct and constant insults to
profanity,
the referee.
possibly, but I didn't hear, and nobody heard anything from this side of the field.
Anything that consistently goes against their
guidelines.
Their guidelines, especially the beginning of the games, they give the PSA about wanting to keep the game clean. Betancourt pushing the box here. He's pushed over, but
no call.
Nothing from the ref. Temple still has possession. They might have an opportunity here, but bad pass there by Champagne, gets hit on it, and Memphis winning back possession and clearing the ball out. Another call by the ref going against Temple, and another no call on a pen for Temple.
Wow.
This
one got called. A
free kick for Temple.
I mean,
past the midfield.
The non-sure fouls have been called every time, but it seems like the sure called fouls.
There's a minute 20 left in this game.
The sure call fouls, I feel like, have been questionable every single time.
That's true. I mean, you asked me a little bit earlier. Do I think Temple would be happy with a tie?
At this
point, no. They would not.
Either side thinks they deserve to win because
the crowd is getting into it.
There has been 13 fouls so far called in
this game. We got a free kick from Temple.
23.
In it short. To Green.
Green, the best
big
player.
Big touch, and a big touch by Green goes straight to Memphis. And they get the clearance. Temple trying to play quick here. Just under 40 seconds
left.
There's
one more attack here for each team.
Big clearance here by Alex Champagne. Header out by Memphis. Another header out by Memphis.
Nothing but heads right now.
Betancourt on the ball. Gets it forward to Temple.
It's the final chance.
Gets it into the box. Way too hard on the pass. And it's a goal kick.
And now
Memphis.
It's Memphis' turn to try to
Memphis also wants a goal here. They're trying to go fast out of here. Sabati.
Thinking they deserve the win.
Sabati laser out of the box, gets it past midfield.
Temple's
Temple
there.
wins the header. Great flick on, but Temple loses possession.
It's the 10 seconds of the
James
game.
Jackson kicks it
Final
forward.
shot of the game.
Another clearance,
It's going
and
into
that's
the
going to
stands.
do it. Last ball out of bounds, and it is a 0-0 draw in this AAC matchup.
And look at the people on the field. Nobody's happy.
This
about that.
Memphis team knows that this should have been. This Memphis team knows that this should have been an easy win
This
for them. A
was an
lot of
upset
players.
for Memphis and a surprise for Temple.
An upset.
For Memphis, I want to say,
I mean, getting tied is an upset.
at this point, when you're
Yeah,
the
that's
best
fair.
team against the worst team in the conference, I would say so.
Well, okay, let's not diss Temple too much. They are 7th out of 9 teams, but
okay.
final score 0-0. Temple, hard-fought match. This is a tale of two. This is a tale of two halves. First half, not so much. Temple's game definitely being a lot more safe with it. Memphis looking like the scarier team, but Temple flipped a massive switch in the second half. 2 pens, like unlucky, able to surpass Memphis in shots at one point. Memphis definitely picked it up a little bit as we got to the end here.
I bet if you ask every single player in that field, they would want to go into overtime if they could.
Of course, no one wants to go home with a draw,
No.
but Temple fought tremendously in this second half. 2 controversial no calls in the penalty box that would have surely put Temple ahead for this game, and a stoppage-filled game. We finished off with 24 fouls and 14 corners. Overall, what a hectic game. Who's your pick for man of the match? We've been talking about a little bit about it throughout the game.
I
know mine.
We might
Who's
disagree
yours?
here. I'm going Kamali Green here. He has been all over the field, and specifically defensively. We said his name maybe 50 times.
I think 50 is fair. Yeah,
I think, and that is the most I've ever said a man's name in a span of 2 hours.
I agree.
So, honestly, Kamali Green, props to you. I said you needed to step up, and you did.
I mean, that's fair enough. I think for this game, this is a co-man of the match game, really.
Absolutely.
And I obviously have to go with Andrew Kemp.
Of course.
Because that penalty save is the only reason why this game is 0-0. Fantastic saves, full out stretch, guesses right, sends it out for a corner, and then shuts down the corner immediately after as well. Not spending any time and not resting any time, making sure that this team stays in front. 3 saves for Andrew Kemp.
Yep.
Fantastic performance.
It's a clean sheet from both goalies.
And I'll tell you what, considering the last few games for Temple, I mean, the last 4 games winless, 2-0 loss to at USF, 1-1 draw at FAU, 0-2 loss versus St. Joe's, and a 1-0 loss against, at the time, number 19 ranked Charlotte. I think this is a great turning point game for the Temple Owls.
I think it's safe to say nobody expected this.
Nobody
expected Temple to be in the game as much as they were, and to even finish with a tie.
You make a great point.
And quickly looking over at the Memphis side, I think MVP is whoever that unknown defenseman who saved that goal when the goalie was out of the net. I name him MVP.
I would agree with that notion as well. But that's going to do it for our coverage of Division I soccer on WHIP Radio. I'm Patty Heckert alongside Jake Holtzauer. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.